السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله تعالى من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، له الملك وله الحمد يحيي ويميت وهو على كل شيء قدير. وأشهد أن محمدًا عبد الله ورسوله. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أيها المسلمون، اعلموا أن الجنة حق وأن النار حق وأن الله يبعث من في القبور. أما بعد، يقول الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. My dear brother and sister Islam, I began by saying all praises, all gratitude, and all thanks belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we seek refuge in Allah from the sin that we commit and the faults within ourselves. Whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide, no one could misguide, and whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will astray, no one could guide. We bear witness there is no deity worthy to worship except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we bear witness indeed Prophet Muhammad alayhi afdal salam is final and his last messenger. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless Prophet Muhammad and his family and his companion and whoever follow him until the judgment day. Allahumma ameen. I shared with you a couple of verses from the Holy Quran. The first verse from Surah Al Imran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he addressed us by saying, "O you believe, fear Allah as we should be feared, and die not unless you are in a state of Islam." The second verse I shared with you from Surah An-Nisa, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he addressed us a little bit differently and said, "Ya ayyuhan nasu." When he says Ya ayyuhan nasu, he's talking to every human being he has created. It doesn't matter you are a believer or disbeliever. And he tells us, "O mankind, fear your Lord, the one who created you from one single soul, and from it he created its mate, and from both of them he created multiple men and women. And fear your Lord and do not cut the relationship of the womb. Allah is watching you." My dear brother and sister Islam, today khutbah inshallah it will be about the end of the month of Ramadan and what we have learned through the month of Ramadan and the beginning of the month of Shawal. Many of us, brother and sister, before the month of Ramadan started raising your hand and saying, "Allahumma ballagna Ramadan, Allahumma ballagna Ramadan." And here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He have granted your request and He allow you to witness the month of Ramadan. And beside that also He allow you to witness Laylatul Qadr and allow you to witness also the Eid al-Fitr, and also allow you to witness another khutbah and today Yawm al-Jum'ah. So brother and sister, we should be very, very thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He give us this mercy and He allow us to go through this. Why I'm saying that? Because there is other brothers and sisters also along with us before the month of Ramadan started, and they did the same dua, and the dua was not granted, and they left the earth and they met Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and they're not with us here on earth. So brother and sister, we need to do our best to remember what we have learned from the month of Ramadan. So the month of Ramadan, brother and sister, is full of wisdom, full of barakah, and we need to continue doing that even after the month of Ramadan. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate everyone who have witnessed the month of Ramadan, and also that he had graduated from and received a certificate from the month of Ramadan. By the end of Ramadan, he's feeling the reward. He's feeling the blessing. That means you have graduated with a certificate from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if this is what your heart is telling you. If other brothers, they feel that they have a lot of shortcoming in the month of Ramadan and they did not do or fulfill, and they regret that what they have not done or completed in the month of Ramadan. So I hope you're not among them, but among the one they have done good and they feel rewarded and they feel good, brother and sister. Now about the reward of fasting the month of Ramadan, the only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's the only one knows how big the reward is. And let me share with you about a reward, especially about the reward of Ramadan. Brother and sister, if a rich person, he tells you, if you do this, I will reward you. And then because he's rich, you're going to listen to him and you're going to say, okay, he's going to reward me. He's rich. I know he has money. How about if that rich person is also another person, is a millionaire? You're going to take him more serious because he is a millionaire. So let us put that aside. How about if he's a billionaire? You're going to say, whoa, I better do what he's saying because he's a billionaire. He might give me millions instead of thousands of dollars because he's a billionaire. Let us put all those aside. How about Al-Hayy Al-Qayyum, Al-Wahid Al-Ahad, the King of the Kings? He's the one who's promised you a reward. How serious you're going to take his message and his order. Brother and sister, of course, the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to be much, much greater, much bigger, and a huge reward. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward us for fasting the month of Ramadan and accept it from us. Allahumma ameen. Brother and sister, have you obtained the taqwa after the month of Ramadan? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He tells us in the Holy Quran, if you fast Ramadan, you're going to obtain taqwa. What is taqwa? Have we thought about it? Let us see what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in Surah Al-Baqarah. بعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. That you may obtain taqwa. Or you believe fasting has been prescribed on you, just like the one prescribed on the people before you, that you may obtain taqwa. What is taqwa, ya Allah? Taqwa, brother and sister, is God-fearing. It's to be self-controlled, to stay away as far as you can from the haram, and do what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told you, and refrain from the sin. This is taqwa. Have you obtained the end of the month, the taqwa that we're talking about? Or you made a lot of mistakes and you feel guilt? So brother and sister, if you are among those, ask for forgiveness. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His doors are always open, but open wider in the month of Ramadan. Brother and sister, I noticed in this, before the month of Ramadan, and also during the month of Ramadan, alhamdulillah, a lot of people have reverted to Islam. And I've seen it many times during the month of Ramadan in various masajid, from Reseda, from Mission Viejo, many masajid that I have seen people revert to Islam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide everyone to Islam. Allahumma ameen. Brother and sister, the month of Ramadan ended. our ibadah and worshiping is not going to end and should not end because the month of Ramadan ended. We need to continue the momentum. This is you're being charged your battery for 30 days. And you need to continue what you have learned in the last 30 days to continue with it in the next 11 months until for the next Ramadan. What did we learn in the month of Ramadan? Brother and sister, we learned to be generous. We learned to be kind. We learned to pray on time. We learned to stay away from haram. We learned to leave a bad habit in the month of Ramadan and during the time of fasting. We learn to have self-control. Do not disobey Allah and exercise what you have learned through the month of Ramadan. Brother and sister, a lot of us, we were coming to pray in a timely manner in the month of Ramadan. And we are praying in Jama'ah, Maghrib, and Isha, and Fajr in Jama'ah. Continue with that. Do not combine Asr, Dhuhr, Maghrib, all together like your old way, and you've been trained to, if you could do it in the month of Ramadan, do it continuously, to pray on time. As soon as you hear the word Allahu Akbar, come to the masjid or pray at home if you are at home. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell us, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم, إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا. Prayer has been prescribed on the believers to be performed on a timely manner, not to be done, brother and sister, when you can or if I can. Okay, our training wheel is being taken out. Remember when you are a child or you have a child, and then you put the training wheel this way he can drive right straight. After he learned, you remove the training wheel out and let him continue without the training wheel. And sometimes he ran into a tree or ran into a wall. Do not be among them. We took your training wheel out of Ramadan. Now do not commit sin here and commit sin there and do what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told you not to do outside of Ramadan or inside of Ramadan, brother and sister. Also, who would like to have, if you goofed up and you did not do right in the month of Ramadan, you can catch up. And we have a reward, another reward in Shawwal. Who wants to have a reward of that you have fasted a whole entire year? Of course, each one of us, we have to do something about it. It's not going to happen by itself. You have to make things happen. What did Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam tell us? من صام رمضان ثم أتبعه ستة من شوال كان كصيام الدهر. Whoever fasts the month of Ramadan and follow up with 6 days in the month of Shawwal, just like he fasted a whole year. Wow, how beautiful that is. This is another chance. If you did not do right in the month of Ramadan, catch on in the 6 days. And how does that work? We know in Islam, brother and sister, al-hasanah ba'ashar amthaluha. Al-hasanah ba'ashar amthaluha. The good deeds get multiplied and with 10 folds from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you fasted 1 month just like you fasted 10 months, according to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And then now you need 2 more months. If you fast 6 days, 6 times 10 at 60 days. So that's 60 days. You divide them on 2, that's 2 months. So just like you fasted a whole entire year. So do not let this brother and sister get away from you. And you don't have to fast the 6 days consecutively. You can have it sporadically. You know, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he used to fast Monday and Thursday of every week. And it's very healthy, by the way. Inshallah, I have done it before, and I'm going to continue to try to do that. So if you do that in the month of Shawwal, and especially in the beginning of the month of Shawwal, you might, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best, you might get the double reward. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he used to fast Monday and Thursday, and you're doing it because of that Shawwal, so you might get the double reward. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. I'm just guessing. So brother and sister, so do what you can to please Al-Hayy Al-Qayyum, to catch up what you have lost. Also, I noticed, and I'm sure you also noticed, in the Eid prayer, we have tremendous amount of people coming to pray Eid. And people that you've never seen before, and people that you will never see again, possibly. Where is these people in Salat al-Jum'ah? Where are they? Why are they hiding? Salat al-Jum'ah, brother and sister, is a fard. It's a must. It's an obligation. Salat al-Eid is sunnah. But I'm not discouraging you not to come Salat al-Eid. No, I'm not doing that. I want at least the same amount of people, they come and pray Jum'ah to be the same amount of people in the Eid, or close, but not tremendously different numbers. The message, wallahi, in the Middle East, I have seen them on the internet and you can go search. You cannot see the ground for the amount of people praying the Eid. Where is these people at in Salat al-Jum'ah, which is a fard? The reward is a lot higher than Salat al-Eid. You know, so think about that. There is people, they come to the masjid only in Ramadan. And there is people, they come only in the last 10 days of Ramadan. And there is people only, they come in the Eid. And there is people only, they come to Salat al-Jum'ah, and that's it. So do not be among those. Be the one, they cover everything. This way we can get the ultimate reward, and do not miss Salat al-Jum'ah, and invite your neighbor, invite your friend to come, because it's very, very important. And I'm going to share that with you here from Surah al-Jum'ah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله. فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون. Or you believe, when the call of prayer is proclaimed on you on Friday, hasten and remembering Allah, and leave your business, leave your work, and that's much better for you if you know it. And then you're not going to spend the whole entire day in the Jum'ah, in the masjid, brother and sister. It's just only about an hour. And then right after this, you could go to work and continue remembering Allah. The following verse goes like this: فَإِذَا قُضِيَتِ الصَّلَاةُ فَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَابْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ وَاذْكُرُوا اللَّهَ كَثِيرًا لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. Oh, once the salah is over, disperse on the land and continue asking the bounty of the grace of Allah, and remembering Allah during the whole day, that you might become successful. Brother and sister, during that time with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, a lot of people didn't understand the significance and the reward of Salat al-Jum'ah and the etiquette of Salat al-Jum'ah. They used to leave Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam standing delivering the khutbah like a day like this, or during Salah, and they hear music, or you hear a sail or trumpet outside. They leave him standing and also praying, and then they go conduct the business. And this is where the verses came in, and I'm going to share the following verse with you. وَإِذَا رَأَوْا تِجَارَةً أَوْ لَهْوًا انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما قل ما عند الله خير من اللهو ومن التجارة والله خير الرازقين. Here, and when they cease a merchandiser or amusement, they break away from you and they leave you standing. Say, what with Allah is much better than your amusement and your trading, and Allah is the best giver and the best sustainer. So brother and sister, we need to understand what is our purpose on earth, why we've been created. I'm sure immediately you're going to answer to yourself. You're going to say from Surah Al-Dariyat, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. We have been created for one reason and one reason only. It's to worship Al-Hayy Al-Qayyum Al-Wahid Al-Ahad Allah. Not if I have time, I will pray, but I'm going to work. No, it should be the other way around. We are understanding the verse is wrong. We should be praying and worshiping Allah. When you have time, work. That's the way, the main purpose. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. We've been created only to worship Allah. So brother and sister, it's never too late. You always can catch up. Somehow you will, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His doors and His mercy and maghfirah is open 24/7, especially in the month of Ramadan. So, and then you can ask for forgiveness. especially the major sin. How can you get rid of the major sin? Let me tell you how you can get rid of major sin if you have committed any. Admit that you have done wrong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to yourself. Also, repent and repent sincerely from inside you. And then have the intention never to go back to it again. You have to have that in your own mind. And also follow it with good deeds. You have to follow with good deeds. Let me share with you a couple of verses regarding this. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا توبوا إلى الله توبة نصوحا عسى ربكم أن يكفر عنكم سيئاتكم ويدخلكم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار. Or you believe, turn to Allah with sincere repentance. You have to be sincere. Sincere repentance. So that your Lord will forgive your bad deeds and allow you to enter paradise and garden beneath a river flowing. Also the following verse from Surah Al-Furqan, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم, إلا من تاب. So you look at that, you have to repent first. إلا من تاب وآمن وعمل عملا صالحا فأولئك يبدل الله سيئاتهم حسنات وكان الله غفورا رحيما. Except those who repent and believe in Allah and do righteous, follow with the righteous thing, the righteous good deed, and Allah will exchange your bad deed to good deeds. Also from Surah Al-Zumar, look at how beautiful these verses are. And I hope it put tuma'anina and tranquility in your heart. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل يا عبادي الذين أسرفوا على أنفسهم لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله إن الله يغفر الذنوب جميعا إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam directly. He's telling him, tell my worshipper, which is each one of you, the one who acted recklessly against their own self, do not give up on Allah's mercy. Allah, He forgive all sin. He forgive all sin. He did not say some sin, no, all sin. So brother and sister, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and He will respond to you. And also from Surah Al-Hajj, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم, نبئ عبادي أني أنا الغفور الرحيم وأن عذابي والعذاب الأليم. Tell my servant that me and my servant I am the most forgiving. And the most forgiving. And also my punishment is so severe. Brother and sister, whatever you do good in the judgment day, it doesn't matter how small it is or how big it is, you're going to find it in the scale of your good deeds or your bad deeds. And this is guaranteed, and it's in the Holy Quran. And I'm going to give you an example, and I'm going to share with you the verse from Surah Al-Zalzal, inshallah. If you and I were trading, doing business together, and we are dealing with steel, you're going to say how many tons of steel you want. We're talking about tons. Okay? And then if we are dealing with fruits or food, we're going to say how many pounds or how many kilos do you want. And if we're dealing with gold, we're going to say how many grams. And if we're dealing with diamonds, how big carats do you want. But when you're dealing with Al-Hayy Al-Qayyum, you're trading with Hayy Al-Qayyum Al-Wahid Al-Ahad Allah, He's going to judge you with atoms. Dharra. Look at how the dharra is. Very, very small. Atoms, brother and sister. بقوله تعالى في سورة الزلزال بعد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره. If you did good deeds, small as atoms, very, very tiny, small, you can barely see it with your own eye. You're going to see it in your scale of good deeds. And the same thing in reverse, brother and sister. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إن الله هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وخاتم الأنبياء سيدنا محمد عبد الله ورسوله. Brother and sister, you have heard before, you cannot take everything with you. You're going to leave everything behind. Yes, you can take everything with you. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Very easy. Send it ahead of time before you go there. Send it, if you want $1,000, spend it fi sabilillah ahead of time, you'll find it waiting for you. This is how you can take everything with you. If you want anything, do righteous thing. And you're gonna find, yes, you can take everything with you, but you have to send it before you go there. Very simple, easy. Brother and sister, also remember dua. Dua is very, very important. Ask for forgiveness. What is the dua? Dua, brothers and sisters, is direct connection with Al-Hayy Al-Qayyum Al-Wahid Al-Ahad Allah. No one between you. You believe in the internet. You believe with the Wi-Fi. You and I, we can communicate. You are in one side of the world and on another side, we can see each other without wires. Do you think it's too hard for Allah? And who, by the way, who made this Wi-Fi? Who invented the Wi-Fi and the internet? You, as a human being. You are the one who did it. So you think it's too hard for Allah, that He created you, that He cannot see you without a wire? You better believe it. He can see us and He can hear us as I'm talking right now. He can see, and so all you have to do is raise your hand and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness, because when you're doing that, you are believing that He exists. You believe that He's a provider. You believe that He's a sustainer. And the dua, brother and sister, is very essential. It's just like worshiping Allah when you do dua and asking Allah. When you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, use Asma'i al-Husna. وَلِلَّهِ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى فَادْعُوهُ بِهَا. This is for Surah Al-A'raf. So when you are calling on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, use His most beautiful name, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, and use what's suitable to your needs. If you need money, say, Ya Ghani. If you want mercy, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. If you want children, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will give you. Whatever you want, go look for the appropriate name, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may respond to you. Also, I would like to share with you all the prophets, they have used, beside Al-Asma al-Husna, they used three things. Rabb, Rabbana, Rabbi. When you look in the Quran, you can find the majority, Rabbana, Rabbi, all the time in the Holy Quran. So use those along with Asma al-Husna. Also, I would like to leave you with a beautiful dua from Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. And it's one of my favorite dua, and alhamdulillah, I discovered and I've been using it, wallahi, many times on daily basis. And I'm going to share that dua with you, and I hope that you can remember and practice it on daily basis, because it's a very, very generous dua. And let me share that with you. Surah Ibrahim number 14, and the verse is 40. رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة من ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب. Look at how generous the dua is. I'm going to slice it for you this way you can comprehend it. رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة. He's asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make me who perform salah. رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي, and also my offspring, my children. He did not forget about his children. من ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء. He asked ربنا, accept my dua. And then ربنا اغفر لي, forgive me. He remembered himself first, okay? And then ولوالدي, even his mom and father. Remember, his father, he gave him a hard time while he was on earth. He gave him a hard time. And then, despite that, he's generous about his father and mother. Despite he have a different opinion. And beside that, he still have a great respect for his father and his mother. So if you have a dispute between you and your father and mother, remember them always in your dua. And then also, right in the end, وَلِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Who's al-mu'mineen? Each one of you. Each one of you. He included you in his dua. Look at how rich that dua is. So try to remember it, and inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it from you. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد وقال ربكم ادعوني أستجب لكم. اللهم اجعلنا ممن صام الشهر وأدرك ليلة القدر وفاز بالأجر. اللهم أعد علينا شهر رمضان بالأمن والإيمان والسلامة والتوفيق لما تحب وترضى. اللهم تقبل صيامنا وقيامنا وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم اغفر للمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات. اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين في كل مكان. اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين في كل مكان. اللهم رد المسجد الأقصى إلى بلاد المسلمين ردا جميلا. اللهم انصرنا على من عادانا. ربنا إننا سمعنا مناديا ينادي بالإيمان أن آمنوا بربكم فآمنا. ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. اللهم اعفو عنا وعن آبائنا وأمهاتنا من عذاب النار. يا منزل الماء من السماء، يا منزل الماء من السماء، يا مخرج النبات النقر، يا من قلت للنار كوني بردا وسلاما على إبراهيم، اعفو عنا وارحمنا وتقبلنا بواسع رحمتك يا رحمن يا رحيم. يا من تقول للشيء كن فيكون، العفو والرضا منك يا رب العالمين. اللهم انك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عنا يا رب العالمين. ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم، وتب علينا انك انت التواب الرحيم. ربنا اتنا في الدنيا حسنه وفي الاخره حسنه وقنا عذاب النار. يا مجيب الدعاء يا الله، يا مالك يوم الدين، يا قوي يا عزيز يا رحمن يا رحيم، أدخلنا الفردوس الأعلى اللهم آمين. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم واشكروه على نعمه يزيدكم وأقم الصلاة إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا.
الله أكبر الله أكبر، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة، حي على الفلاح، قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله.
الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم، صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. فإذا قضيتم الصلاة فاذكروا الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبكم، فإذا اطمأننتم فأقيموا الصلاة، إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا. ولا تهنوا في ابتغاء القوم إن تكونوا تألمون فإنهم يألمون كما تألمون وترجون من الله ما لا يرجون، وكان الله عليما حكيما. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم، صراط صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون. فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله كثيرا واذكروا الله لعلكم تفلحون. وإذا رأوا تجارة أو لهوا انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما قل ما عند الله خير من اللهو ومن التجارة والله خير الرازقين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون. Alhamdulillah, thank you, Mr. Ahmed, reminding us to continue doing the good deed of the Ramadan, inshallah.